They're being observed. When no one's watching, they act like a wave, pure potential, infinite possibilities. But when someone observes them, they collapse into a particle, a single outcome, a concrete reality. What does that mean? It means observation changes outcome. It means that your consciousness is not passive. It's not just watching the world happen, it's actively shaping it. You are the observer, but you're also the creator.
Sorry about that. I was listening to this video. Welcome back. So, tonight, I wanted to get on here and talk more about Aidan Clune and his story because this is what inspired me to do this painting, this new canvas painting. So, Aidan Clune, 3 years ago, on April 27th of 2022, mysteriously disappeared because he ran into the Cherry Creek mountain range. He parked his car, or his 2007 Nissan Frontier, near mile marker 23 on US 93, and this is south of Curry, Nevada. The day prior, or the evening prior, on April 26th of 2022, that is when Aidan Clune checked into the Motel 6 in Wells, Nevada, and he stayed the night there just to check out the following morning. To this day, no one really knows what happened to him. There's speculation, and there has been evidence found last year by searchers from the mob crew and also Ty Corbin, along with other people who have been out, like, actually searching. But, and then there's been one eyewitness in Salt Lake City that said that they could have saw Aiden and a homeless man who resembled him, which I don't know if anything has came out of that. The last that I know, nothing has. But there's two upcoming searches. One's in early June. The other one's going to be in late May. I don't know. The way that some people are talking about it, they're pretty close to coming across or bringing home Aiden, finding what is left of him. You have to keep in mind it's 3 years. That's to assume that he did not make it off the top of that mountain range. But yeah, just to, if you want to know what I think that there's a possibility that he did make it off the mountain range. And I've also said, I'm not saying this is the absolute truth, but it wouldn't surprise me at all, considering the circumstances behind this case and the disappearance of Aidan Clune. He don't want to be found. It's like one of those cases where the person has every right to go off and start a new life. And for all we know, I was talking about this morning in a jokingly light-hearted manner. What if Aidan Clune, it turns out, years go by, he's a musician. You know, he loved to do music. Aiden loved to play the guitar. Aiden loved to do music. So what if he changed his name and he got into music and he lives by the beach? Somewhere in Washington or on the Pacific coast, or he moved to Canada or something. I don't know. But anyways, that is what has inspired me to do this canvas. And this is US 93 driving into the Cherry Creek mountain range. Hi, what are you talking about? What are homeless people? What about homeless people? We're talking about a young man who disappeared back on 3 years ago today, April 27th of 2022. His name is Aidan Clune. He is from Sonoma County, California. He took this road trip to go see relatives in Salt Lake. However, after a series of events that are still unexplainable, um, mental health plays a factor in this as well. That's who we're talking about as a missing person case, to answer your question. Now, as you can see, I have a candle lit here, and this is for Aiden. Uh, see if I can pull this up. So, in remembrance of Aidan Clune, you can join the support for Aidan Clune, who went missing on April 27th, 2022, by snapping a picture with the hashtags Candles for Aiden, Bring Aiden Home, and Mental Health Mercy. And this is coming from the Helpline, Amy Clune's Facebook page. So I'll be posting a little picture on my community wall with the candle and also the canvas painting. But anyways, I'm going to continue working on this, and I'm also going to start on a little miniature canvas as well. Let's see.
doesn't lock you in, and the future isn't waiting for you at the end of the straight road. Everything is now. Everything is one. When you step into that awareness, you begin to reclaim a part of yourself that's been hidden, not by accident, but by design. Because here's a question no one ever asked you in school. Why are we taught that we are separate? Why do systems work so hard to keep us identified with the body, the mind, the struggle, the story? Because a person who believes they are separate is easy to control. But when you know you're entangled, when you know you are the field itself in motion, your fear loses power. You stop chasing validation. You stop obeying invisible limits. You stop shrinking, and you begin to remember something ancient, something holy. That you are the wave and the ocean. That your consciousness doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the whole. That when you pray, it's not a request sent out into space. It's a vibration sent into the very structure of reality. And that structure listens, not sometimes, always. This is why the observer effect matters. Because when you focus, reality changes. When you observe with clarity, with intention, you collapse possibility into presence. And not just in a lab, in your life. Every time you shift your perspective, you're shifting timeline. Every time you feel gratitude before the thing arrives, you're bending probability. Every time you believe in something without seeing it, you're pulling it closer to a field that responds not to what you say, but to what you are. You've heard this before, maybe in spiritual
Oh,
circles, maybe
it's
in sleep
acrylic.
dreams you attract what you are. But
It's
now you
a
know, because the field is entangled, because the wave only becomes a particle when it's
yeah,
free,
it's acrylic.
because you don't get what you want, you get what you observe as real. And most people never observe clearly. They don't know their own power. Their focus is fractured. Their belief is diluted. Their energy is
Appreciate you
stuck in
stopping
fear
by,
of
Griff.
old stories. So their reality reflects that fragmentation. But you're waking up. You're seeing it now. You are not here to live in reaction. You are here to live in alignment. To remember that every emotion you feel is a signal. Every thought you think is a spark. And every breath you take is a chance to tune yourself to the frequency of the life you were meant to live. Because frequency is not a metaphor. It's real. It's measurable. You radiate energy. Every cell in your body is electrical. Your heart generates a magnetic field that reaches beyond your skin. Your brain emits waves that affect your surroundings. And your energy, your true signature, speaks louder than your words ever could. People can feel it. You can feel it. Walk into a room and you know who's holding peace and who's hiding pain. You don't need language. You need presence. You need resonance. And when your energy is coherent, when your
Yeah,
mind and
you
heart
know,
are
I
aligned,
want
you
to.
become a
I
transformer.
don't
You
know
send
why I
out a
haven't yet.
vibration that calls reality to you like a magnet, not because of effort, not because of force, but because of natural law. And what you magnetize
I
isn't
do.
random.
I tell you what I
It's
want
a
to do.
precise match to your state of being. That's what quantum
I want
spirituality
to
is
light
really
the
about. It's
incense.
not about escaping the world. It's about engaging with the truth of who you really are. It's about living from the field instead of without. Feeling your entanglement with life so deeply that love becomes a default, not a exception. That gratitude becomes your gravity. That peace becomes your pulse. And as this becomes your norm, the world around you changes. People respond to your energy, not your logic. Opportunities appear not because you chase them, but because you became the version of yourself who could hold them. That's the secret they never wanted you to find out. That you don't have to change the world to be free. You have to change your frequency, and the world meets you there. And as it meets you, you start to realize this isn't just about you. Because in the quantum field, healing doesn't stay in one place. It ripples. Every time you shift your energy, it shifts the whole. Every time you forgive, you untangle someone else's pain. Every time you awaken, it sends a signal through the web, helping others wake up too. This is how the universe heals. Not from the top down, but from the inside out. From you. You are the node, the signal, the pulse in the great entangled heart of all that is. And now you know. You were never just here to survive. You were here woven into it, like a thread in an infinite tapestry. Every thought, every intention, every moment of presence adds color to the design. And without your thread, the pattern is incomplete. That's what they don't teach you, that you matter. Not because of what you do, but because of what you are. You're not an accident. You're not here by chance. You are a precise expression of the same intelligence that guides planets in orbit and calls flowers to bloom. Like you were drifting without direction. It's only because you were well healthy. That's
Hey. I'm gonna turn this. This is the Spirit Box session on the disappearance of Aidan Clune.
I'm trying to contact Aidan Clune. Aidan Clune, if you can hear me, you can speak through this device. You can speak very well. We can try to understand you. I will slow down your words and try to make out what you're trying to tell us. The spirit of Aidan Clune, you went missing on April the 26th, 2022, not far from Wales, Nevada. At 6:23 a.m., you parked your truck on the side of the road and got out of the truck and hasn't been seen since then. Aidan Clune, if you can communicate, we would like to hear from you, please. Aidan, I am going to turn on the machine here. This is an electronic machine and it's very simple to communicate. All you have to do is speak. Aidan, the machine is on. Can you please communicate with us? Are you there? See if I can get a response maybe from this. Maybe you'll communicate. Aidan, are you there? I can hear something coming through. Wow, he's talking about his truck. This red truck you left on the side of the road. It sounds like it's what you said.
You know what I heard? I heard Elko County. That's
See
what I
if we
heard.
can get an answer here on this. I'm very curious about this.
I heard Elko County.
Sounds like he said, I'm happy here. Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't know if he can give us a location on his last location or not. It's worth a try to ask. This is a very eerie response from the spirit. I'm not 100% sure if this is Aidan Clune, but there is some interesting chatter coming through this box, so I'll leave it up to you all to decide what you think, and maybe you can hear something and I'm not. I'm just typing in what I think the spirit is saying, so very interesting, especially when he's talking about his truck, because he apparently loved his truck. So. See if I can get a response that he could maybe give to his family. I know his family would love to hear something from him. Well, it sounds like he said he was okay. Wow. Something about sleep, not to worry. I think there's no more signal. I think not from him. I don't think I can. I'm not getting anything.
Which medal captures the magic and adventure of the journey to Middle-earth? There are 8...
I'm going to try another app here. See if I can get any response here. Aidan Clune. Aidan Clune, I'm using the GhostCom radar. Are you close to me? Are you in my location? Are you here? Can you give me a message, Aidan Clune? Are you here? See if we get something here. Aidan Clune. You've been talking to me. You can communicate. Oh, it's got something. It's receiving a message here. Aidan Clune, is this you? Do you have a message? Let's see. Ooh. So the sign there is a Libra. From the zodiac sign, it's a male we have here. Agate, blue, loving, about almost 8 meters close to me. Aiden, is that you? What message do you have for me? Oh, do you concentrate around us, the network? Are you trying to say that you may be close to some sort of network, maybe a cell tower? I don't understand what none of this means. I don't know. Wow, but you're real close. You're real close to me, folks. Let me know if you think what this means. Wow. Yeah, I believe the signal's gone. Yeah, the signal's not. It's not here now. You know, the mystery of this young man and what happened to him is it's just a very, very deep, unsolved mystery. For whatever reason, this young man felt like he wanted to disappear and just, go out into the wilderness maybe and just be by himself. But I don't know. I'm hoping that one day we'll find some answers, especially for the family, because I know that they're desperately wanting to try to find some family or some help, something about him. It's such a tragedy when people feel like that there's no other way to cope with life. And I know how that feels. I know how that is. And folks, if you have any information about this young man, if you would, please get in touch with the authorities. And I do want to thank all of you for watching. I hope all of you will have a very safe rest of your week. And until next time, folks, this is George, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.
This video is about Aidan Clune. He went missing in the South Wells, Nevada in 2022 and hasn't been spotted since. This is a case very similar to another case on my channel. I did on Dane Elkins. You might want to check that out. Anyway, I am intuitive psychic medium. I'm going to be offering my findings and opinion on this case. I'm getting that he had 2 implants on his right side of his brain that was causing his psychosis or paranoia, other mental issues. And he also had another implant on his right side of his torso. He got those by, he was abducted in his sleep at age 7. He was abducted 3 times by a group of negative ETs. That's how he got the implants. The implants are like,
I'm not listening to this shit. So yeah, we're talking about the disappearance of Aidan Clune.
Hello, Awakened Intuitives. Welcome back. Welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Natalie here. I'm just lighting my sage, getting this going. I hope you all had a good 4th of July, a good weekend. Sometimes it's hard to get these things to still go for a while. But then you're grateful they go out pretty quickly. Anyway, I'm back to do another reading. Finally, I found some time. This one's going to be on Aidan Clune. This is my 2nd reading on Aidan Clune. I have done quite a few on Dylan Rounds. So I just need to come back. I'm all ready to do reading on Aidan Clune again. I have some more information and some things that his mother has said. The time frame of when things started to get really crazy just before Aiden disappeared. So I'm going to read you what I have. And then I'll do prayer, and then I'll do the singing bowl, and we will begin to do the read. I want to, first of all, say all of this information is for entertainment purposes only. With the Dylan Rounds case, I had somebody say that I didn't have the exact facts. I was off by 2 days for something, or this person wasn't fired, they were let go, and just things like that. And I just want to say, a lot of this information for Dylan Rounds that we've been provided and Aiden has been changed over time. They find more information to get more accuracy. So it's like, sorry, but I mean, if you want to know exact on things, like exactly, I mean, look it up. I'm sorry, but yeah, don't take my word for everything. I'm here to do a reading. And I provide you with the links where I get information and things like that. So if you want to know exact information, sorry that I may have possibly got the date wrong or something like that. So this is the best that I can do. I am a mom of 2. I am a stay-at-home mom. And so I don't out of the door. It had a yellow lid and that it has not been found anywhere. I believe this is when he left California. She talked to Aiden all throughout the 26th. He wanted her to read him something, so she did. This was when he was at the hotel that night. He was on the phone with her. He wanted her to read him a story, a book or something. She said he just sounded so exhausted. Just after midnight on the 27th, he texted her that he was having a hard time sleeping. Okay, so this was just after midnight, the 27th, still in the hotel. He was having a hard time sleeping, and he said, "Mom, there is a door in my room." His mom just explained that those go to the other hotel room. They're for like families. Just to lock his side of the door. His mother told him to call her when he woke up. She woke up the next morning and she waited for him to call, but nothing. She tried to get a hold of him, nothing. Then she was calling the police to make sure they could check on him. She was frantic. So the trooper, Highway Patrol, found Aiden's truck around 8:50 a.m. They had all day, the 27th, to notify Aiden's mother. She was even speaking to different jurisdictions, Elko County, telling them information about Aiden's truck. I mean, communicating with these people this day. And they had all day to tell her about finding Aiden's truck. Really interesting. And they didn't. Anyway, so they didn't connect the dots or didn't care to pay attention, something. The next morning, the 28th, when the sheriff's office was notified, Aiden had already spent the night near in the Cherry Creek Range, which was 40 degrees already by 7 p.m. So it got a lot cooler than that. It was very windy, 30 miles per hour winds, so even cooler. He was wearing a North Face jacket. The mother believes he may have had a gray hoodie as well. There was BLM, Fish and Game, Sheriff's Office, horses, ATVs, etc. on the 28th. They tracked all night. 2 men tracked his tracks all the way until 11 p.m. When following his tracks, they jumped ahead. They can do that sometimes. They found more tracks up to a steep, rugged terrain into a cottonwood canyon. They tracked his tracks up on this hill. The mother said cadaver dogs were used as well. The sheriff went on a horse, found degraded tracks 500 feet from the top of this mountain. They did do a search on Saturday the 18th, June 18th. The mother made a GoFundMe page called Bring Aidan Clune Home. Aidan's mother and loved ones need help. They don't have as much resources as Dylan Round's family has. Aidan's case has gotten attention, but not as much as Dylan. Also, Jesse Lee Frederickson, 52 years old, went missing in Box Elder County as well on June 11, 2022. Aidan's shoes still have not been found. Aidan's mother believes Dylan's case has very suspicious circumstances, and it should be a criminal case, which now Dylan's case is. There will be an overnight search until July.
Now, this is an older reading that a psychic was doing on the disappearance of Aidan Clune. This is not recent. She's just reading off this information. I'm going to skip forward.
The magician is manifesting, creating things, can be manipulative, has the wands, swords, cups, pentacles, can be magic. You guys, what? Okay, all right. Was he having a relationship with anybody within Dylan Round's case? Was he having a relationship with anybody in Dylan Round's case? 7 of Cups. This can be confusion. It can be fantasy land. It can be dreamy, or multiple opportunities. There's a cup of fire. There's a cup of bubbles. There's a cup of a rainbow, stars, multiple opportunities. Let's see, 7 of Cups. Oops. Where is it? Swords, Cups, there we go. 7 of Cups. Okay, let me hold it up for you. Was he having any relationship with anybody within Dylan Round's case? Okay. So look at that card while I read it. 7 of Cups sit among the clouds and skim the water. More water, okay. All right. Each containing an interesting treasure. They all appear tempting. Oh, tempting too. All right. And beacon to be chosen. The fact that they sit amid water and clouds represents our subconscious desires or literally having one's head in the clouds. The Seven of Cups symbolizes a situation where you feel many choices are possible. You may feel overwhelmed as your imagination runs away with you. The difficulty lies in actually making a decision. You need to look at the situation in a practical manner. View your choices realistically and decide which path to pursue. The imagination can present things unrealistically, so the danger here is that if nothing is done, you could find yourself left empty-handed. Therefore, exercise care, take a practical, methodical, and sensible approach in making your choice. Multiple opportunities. There are multiple people within Dylan's case. I mean, we've got all the Wadsworth brothers. I mean, we've got Dylan. We've got the woman, the owner of the property that Saddle Source is on. I mean, we got his neighbor now that was arrested for illegal gun. He's a felon, and things like that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Was he planning a relationship with someone? Was he planning a relationship with someone? Oh, I got 3 cards. Knight of Wands, so that fire energy again, passion. So the Knight of Wands is very quick in and out. There could have been something very quickly in and out. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is mental imprisonment. Feeling blindfolded about choices, tied up, really anxiety as well. And then now we have the Four of Cups. Dismissing, overlooking, or ignoring. It could be ignoring a feeling or an emotion as well. So there's something quick in and out that caused him mental imprisonment, anxiety. And there's something overlooked, dismissed. It could be a possible feeling of or an emotion from him. The Knight of Wands, quick in and out. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy, passion. They're very confident. Sometimes can't always hold up to their word. Then we have this Eight of Swords, anxiety, mental imprisonment. Tied up. Tied up. I think he felt totally tied up from some quick in and out possible energy. And then we've got this Four of Cups. Cups is feelings, emotions, and it's like dismissed, ignored, overlooked. There's a mouse in the grass, there's a squirrel in the tree, and there's this big hand offering him this cup. An offer of a cup, a feeling of an emotion. Let me get another deck.
Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Nobody, you're just jail. If I did share a sleeping bag with Ernie to save room and save sleeping bags of money, that's our business. Oh, Lord. we're sharing a sleeping bag tiger.
Murder, can you share my screen?
Alright, I believe you. I'll agree with you on that. So when, go ahead.
I don't know, but I'm gonna close this out and everything, and we'll talk about it. I've done over too much, and I got to get back to the house.
Well, listen, I wasn't ever gonna go goddamn fucking
Yeah, because your ass says curfew, bitch. Ernie, now damn it, you don't want to be breaking that damn curfew.
Eric Dean Rush is in custody. There's his main address, but he can be reached at the Sullivan County Jail. That might be the interview of the century.
That might be. We'll get that scheduled. Like right now.
I wonder if you contact him the same way you did Ernie through jail. You know what I mean?
Well, it's too late at night, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We need to set that up for tomorrow. I wonder what Ernie's Jack's saying. He, you know he's so stupid. You know he's smart enough to leave me up there and hijack his channel again.
You would think.
I don't know. He might be dumb enough to let me fucking do the takeover again.
I'll put this link in Box Chat, and then I'm going to drop down.
Alright.
So there you go. There's Eric Dean Rush. Get him before Katie does. Or you and Katie can interview him together.
Gotcha. Arctic Tiger still thinks I'm really gonna camp it with her. Oh my god. Straight field his ass. I'm disgusted, but when he quits, they'll all come watch the mayor. I guarantee. Lightning tigers, dragon birds. Let's see what else. Lori should leave Brad behind. He's sorry. We're loving you, murder. John Paul done told me Ernie Burnout never get close to him. He said he'll pop a cap in his motherfucking ass. At least sure that to get out. actually broke his heart. What Donna say?
He's so knew what Brad would say, that's why he left him on the panel like that, so he could in turn do exactly what he's doing now. He was pissed because Brad made him look stupid earlier.
Well, that's all I can say. Ass blanket son of a bitch. That's all I know to say. Well, guess what? Why am I here? Fuck him. Nobody gonna be his friend. Why would I want to be his friend? He's done sexually harassed me. He's done trying to threaten to have people kill me and have people. He detonated a code in my fucking apartment. Come on. Like, ain't that enough? He detonated a code in here, goddammit. I got him twice today, didn't I? And there ain't no werewolves in Kentucky. Ain't no such thing. In his defense, though, shit. In his defense, though, if, in his defense, no shit. If Heather was still missing, I would have went and got him and juiced him up to go to the door. Go crazy. There ain't no fucking werewolves. Whatever you say about those naked werewolves, we're worried about fucking black birds. Werewolves is made up as lightning tigers. Do what, Lisa K? Do what? Now you're telling me his flavor.
Farmers check engine runs over. Their friendly AutoZoner runs a free fix finder scan. Refers her to a local shop.
Messages were. Send it to Darwood Lane because Brad Enlow can't answer. Yeah, no, send them to Brad Enlow. Send the messages. A letter. Yeah, we got Bobcats. Oh, yeah. I can't believe they're going to leave Ernie there. He let that lady go right away from the house. shit full poured up on my other channel plate. Damn it. I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow and open my leg, buddy. But, that motherfucker, well, all I know is, slipping, give tiger, Jackie's tiger, fucking pulled the ultimate hijack again. And I believe he knows what he's doing. HWY got him again, by God. I'm just checking these comments real quick. Yeah, Glow. Well, it's supposed to be moving, but I guess I can see in the one. Dang. That's crazy, darling. And I was text. Yeah. That's really funny. I mean, that's, if you think about it, a camping trip with Ernie is invisible. It's definitely invisible. It'd be invisible hot dogs. Hampshire would definitely be there. I'd say, Dog the Bounty Hunter would be there. What y'all think? How was he trying to get money for the cave scam? All I know is, last time he went camping, Ernie was touching all the food. Had to. What a fucking ass banging moron. He would have really went with me and Margaret today. He would have really went. He really got ready and everything. Once I knew that girl was alright, I turned it from Ernie really going or telling his bluff on going. I turned it right into a sting on him, by